having a lot of discomfort in this area of my hand here. Right in this area. Right where the thumb bends at the bottom part. And just, I don't know, it just feels like there's scar tissue underneath there. It just makes it like itchy. Like it makes me want to get in there and just like poke at it or stab it or hit it, or like it's just, you just feel it underneath and it just makes me want to do something to it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but if you know what I'm talking about, please leave a comment below and let me know, because that's kind of the feeling that I have, and like it just feels so weird. It just makes me want to like go at it and just like scrub it really hard or something, or just I don't know. But other than that, the only other issue that I really have is with my wrist. As you can see, my big scar right there. That's the only thing I can't talk apparently. That's the only other thing that's really bothering me. I did tell my OT today, Lisa, and we did graft in with a different type of tool today, and we mainly did this area because I mentioned it was bothering me. My hand looks crazy. It usually looks, when I look at my hand, I feel like my scar looks so light, and it looks like there's nothing there. Like it just looks so light to me. And then when I see it in the camera, and I'm like, whoa. But I did just come from OT too, where I just used the hell out of my hand for like the last hour and a half. So I expect it to be red as well. But anyway, I just did two new exercises at OT today. One was kind of just picking up this, almost like a beanbag, but it's not as big as a beanbag. It's not a big beanbag or anything. It's like a pillow size, like a couch pillow size, and it has like beans in it. So it's like a beanbag, but it's couch pillow sized, and you basically just pick it up and kind of like keep tossing it, flipping it, just tossing it over and over again on the table. So I like stood up, because majority of the time, like literally the whole time I'm there, I'm sitting down doing exercises. So for this exercise, I had to stand up and just stand next to the side of the table and just throw the beanbag over and over again, flipping it for about 4 minutes. And I definitely really felt that, because it's hard for me to still open up like jars, or like the other day I was holding a cutting board with my left hand, and it's just difficult. It feels heavy. So it's hard for me to hold it, or to hold it for long. There's clearly like a little bit of a weakness there. So that's why I did mention that to Lisa, and that's why she gave me a little beanbag to do, to gain some strength there. And also we did, what did we just do? Oh, so it was a frisbee, right? So taking a frisbee and flipping it upside down, not holding it the normal way you would when you're gonna go throw it, holding it upside down and putting a ball in it. And I kind of would like, I was holding it like this, like I'm gripping it. Sorry, driving here. Gotta pay attention to the road while you talk, you know? So anyway, this lane's horrible because it's completely, if you don't live in Jersey, by the way, there's potholes everywhere. So anyway, I was holding it like this, pretend there's a frisbee in my hand, and then there's the ball, and because, you know, the way the frisbee's shaped, it holds the ball in, and I kind of would just balance the ball around inside the frisbee and just trying to balance it and just keep going it around and around. And that definitely was giving me some grip strength. I really like that because I just felt it everywhere. I felt it in my hand, in my wrist, in my thumb. That's getting me to bend my tip. It's getting me to work almost everything in here. But like I said, the main problem that I have is like in this area right here, like right where I'm pointing with my pinky. That's what probably bothers me the most, other than my wrist at this time, 12 weeks post-op. So those are two different things that I did today. I should have actually been done occupational therapy this week. Today should have been my last day. But because when I see my surgeon 2 weeks ago, he actually ordered another few weeks. But I'm only going to go for another 2 weeks because then school starts and it's just not going to be it's not going to be possible to put in the time to physically come to OT. I can do a lot of these exercises at home. Don't get me wrong, I'd literally go to OT for at least another 3 months, like just to build. I feel like I just feel like I can definitely still do a lot of work on my hand. I definitely still have a lot more to go. I'm very happy with where I'm at, with the progress that I've made, because I think I can still make more progress though, is what I'm saying. So that's why I really would still love to go to therapy. I like taking the separate time. I like going there because, like, you know, when you're doing it at home, like I was working from home, and just like it's hard to stay motivated, it's hard to stay focused sometimes just after a long period of time of doing the same thing in the same area at your home. It's nice to get out and to go physically to there and have, like, because I kind of prepare myself and like set like a mindset, like, all right, I'm getting ready to go there, we're gonna work it. And when I get there, I'm just focused on that, because that's what everybody around me is doing, that's what I'm doing. You're just completely focused on the main thing. So I definitely would love to still continue therapy at the facility, but unfortunately, just when school starts, between work and school, there's not enough time to make it there physically. So I can still do a lot of these exercises at home. But I have 2 more extra weeks of that, basically, and which I'm really thankful for. 3 days a week. And I wanted to mention one more thing. Oh, I wanted to mention in my last video, actually, because my last video was when I was 10.5 weeks post-op. And if you guys remember, and if you've been watching since the beginning, you know that I've mentioned that little pin. Surgery in the beginning that was connecting my tendon to my bone and was pulled up through my skin right underneath my nail there. That's why that dent's there. That was there for the first 5.5 weeks of post-op, and it was supposed to be there for 10.5 weeks, and I meant to mention that in my last video, but I totally forgot. So I actually totally forgot, and then my OT mentioned it to me. She's like, oh, you're 10.5 weeks. She's like, can you imagine? You were supposed to get that pin out, like, now. Like, no, because that thing was absolutely horrible. The wound I had underneath it, the granuloma that formed, like, it was so hard. It made it just more difficult to work with my thumb and get exercises in when you have, like, if you guys just have seen my other videos and you see that pin definitely makes it annoying. So I can't imagine when she mentioned, oh, it's 10 weeks, this is when you're supposed to get it taken out. I was like, no, thank God it came out randomly by accident on its own at 5.5 weeks post-op, because I would have still been dealing with that at 10. And I'm like, when she said 10, I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. So I meant to mention that in the last video. That's pretty crazy. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of more feeling back in my thumb, like sensation wise. Not much, but I do feel like I may feel a little more. But I honestly do a lot of just taking my thumb, rubbing it against this, the steering wheel, rubbing it against my car, rubbing it against my pants, rubbing it against a towel, just trying to get that sensation. And sometimes, like I said, like this area really bothers me, or like I will just take my hand. I sit at a desk a lot, so I will literally just take my hand and just rub it against the edge of the desk, like get it in those corners, trying to like poke there, poke the whole thumb kind of, and just trying to get that sensation, and it just feels good. That's why I do it. Also, just trying to get that feeling back, touching different things is definitely one thing you can do. I feel like I've gained a little bit back. And with my last 2 surgeries, I did have numbness in my thumb after them for a while, and like loss of feeling, sensation, and whatnot. But it wasn't until after that, a few months or whatever, like post-op, few weeks post-op or anything from both of those 2 surgeries, I definitely got feeling back. So I'm hoping with this one I will still get the feeling back, but I did the last 2, so, you know. But this one seems to be taking a bit longer. I'm pretty sure I already had the feeling back because I'm 12 weeks post-op now, so yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys today, to be honest. I'm just on my way actually to go to drop off a package, and then probably gonna go to the gym, and then I guess go home, then go to the gym, you know. Yeah, so I will update you guys on anything else that's going on with my hand, of course, like usual. So stay posted for any updates. I have no idea what's to come. It's always something new or something different, or things feel different. So hopefully, you know, more reports or more updates that I do, hopefully things get better over time, and you guys can, you know, see what it's like post-op if you're going through this surgery or if you're about to have this surgery. You get a glimpse of what may be an outcome for you as well. So I'll catch you guys next time. Leave a like, comment below. You know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys next time. It's Friday, August the 17th. Whoa. Air just came on and turned off. Of 2018. I'm just driving back home. Oh my God, can it stop? My air is like halfway on, halfway off, so it was like